And maybe, like I said, we'll float around a little more too, even, you know, and come back here. Or worst case scenario, we'll go back to the St. Lambert station even.
Sure.
You know?
We stitch a bunch of different clips together of different places. Hey guys.
There's Ben. Check out his channel, the Nova Bus Fan, which is gaining popularity because even compared to me, Ben is quite the perfectionist in editing. Compared to him, I don't even edit practically anything. Yeah, but it shows in his videos. And
for example, I just spent 4 days editing a video that's going to be about 20 minutes long. So
yeah, there you go. And we're right next to the CN line there, and walking towards Boulevard Tachereau. And there's a little place here where, because we've had no luck with seeing some trains here, so since it is early Sunday afternoon, today being June 6th, I think, 2020. Ben's got the scanner. Oh.
That's the Southwark channel. That's possible. I think that was the Southwark channel. Oh no, that was the TP channel. Recognize that voice.
Look at this. They got these old lampposts here, and also those poles. I don't know why.
Hydro poles.
Been there a while. Yeah. And
depositing shit here for they're using again.
I think sometimes when it comes to these walking videos, I try to plan things too much in my head, and it just, you know, like in terms of where the wind's coming from, what's the lighting conditions like, what street is it. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it's fun just to randomly walk in an area in different streets and put it all together.
Your walking videos are like vlogs.
Yeah, they are vlogs.
Just spontaneous.
Sure. Sure, they are big time. And I actually don't feel, and compared to that last video I filmed where it was cloudy and I was tired and I was walking around Griffintown there by the canal, or as also known as a Peel Basin, I kind of regret it because it was so negative. And although it's real, I mean, I wanted to do something nice now, not, you know, it's nice weather, nice attitude, you know, positive. I'm not feeling terrible, not feeling worn out or anything. So figured why not start filming, because a lot of times I do walk in these walking videos, and I sometimes I'll be walking a lot of different places, and I don't know why I don't get the camera out and hit record. And I kind of regret it because it's like I just got lazy. You get lazy, but when I'm with my buddy here, I always feel good, usually, and he adds to it. Obviously, you know, good friends, you feed off each other, and that's how.
I try.
What is that? A bunch of concrete there, you know?
Pieces of sidewalk. They're just dumb.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Eh? It's like. It's actually kind of weird also that they never built anything here, which is really nice actually for a change of pace, because finding something like this in Montreal, you got to go to like the West Island or something.
West and north, basically.
Yeah.
Going towards Antalum and that area. It's bizarre.
Once again, I heard a Harley Davidson and it sounded like a locomotive. And so up there, that's Highway 15, but it becomes Tachereau Boulevard. Good old Ben, always there to correct me since I'm often wrong anyway. Route 134.
It is Boulevard Tachereau. The whole length is just called Route 134 as well.
Yeah. I thought the 15 became Tachereau. Why do I think that?
I'm actually doubting if it's 134 or 138. So hold on, I'm going to fact check that. Wait a second.
Oh, there's a CN equipment truck there.
No,
I forgot to tell you, the other day I was in Dorval. You know what I got? I got a whole bunch of shitload of CP heavy equipment working on the rails. It looks like they were changing the ties actually.
That's possible.
But I was zoomed in from Chemin Aéron, so I actually forgot about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to like work on that, you know?
Yeah, a few times lately of a pile of new railroad ties next to a section of track. They do that pretty much every year or two, depending on the section of track. It's wood, so it eventually.
Yeah, it rots. You know, no, that's it. It rots, and
it's treated, but it still does have a shelf life.
Well, that's it. The shelf life. But no, it's true, because the thing is that it's not like a road. It has to be perfectly flat. It's like a runway. You know, runway has to be perfectly flat, and even a runway is not perfectly flat. Exactly. It almost is, but.
I also don't want the track sinking into the ground. That's that part.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen a few videos like me where it's just these horrendous spurs, like in the States. They're so old, they're so fucking neglected. Yeah, horrible. And you see the locomotive just like
they're going at
bouncing around. Yeah.
They have to go at restricted speed all the time.
Yeah, restricted speed.
The signals are all red in both directions.
Unfortunately. But there's a set of signals down there you can see. I don't know if you can see them. Well, we'll wait a while.
Yes, said, we have some guaranteed trains if you wait a while to walk around for a bit. Back down here. 121, 400, 401 maybe.
What time is it now, bro?
3:45.
By the way, give my friend a plug here. My very good friend, my best friend. If you need a professional photographer, you're near Montreal or you're coming here or whatever, he's the man to talk to. And because he hasn't had a lot of work, and he's still, even though he does excellent photography, he still like hasn't been doing this for so many years, like professionally. So he'll give you a really good deal.
I'd be glad to.
Would not give you the shirt off his back or anything, but so I don't mind giving him a plug at all, you know.
Specifically, car shoots, I'd be down for that if you have a nice car, an old car. I know there's a lot of you that watch your channel that have old cars, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
And there's a lot of you guys have old cars I'd like to do videos of in a professional sense, like I've done with a few friends' cars, but
You get a double offer. You get the video, I get the photos.
well, I don't know if I would intertwine the two at the same time. Though,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean more.
Remember one time I was here in the CN Cop, they rolled up to check me out, eh? You know, with these rail yards, eh? You gotta have security all the time.
Oh yeah. Trespassing is a big no-no.
So as Ben had noted, when we walked up here from St. Georges, where I started down there, that's the first time I've ever seen that many locomotives lashed up together.
They're not all lashed together, they're just all sat on the same track. That way. There's one GP9, then two locomotives stuck together, then another GP9. It's actually kind of cool. Two GP9s sandwiching, oh no. There's one up front. There's a wide cab Jeep 38, then there's the GMTX. Those two are put together. And then behind them there's two other GP9s put together.
Yeah, man.
And I think the ones in the back are the powers for CN525.
Okay, so we're back at the tracks here. There was nothing going on train-wise, and we're gonna walk south here on St. Georges at the street. We're gonna hook a right, and we're going to do a little walk. Whoa! Look at that vintage beauty. That's vintage. Just see. Oh fuck! Zoom, you bastard. Very vintage. I don't know what it was, Yamaha or Suzuki or something. Anyway. We're gonna, like I said, go down the street here, St. Georges, right at the light. We're gonna make a right, and we're gonna walk a little bit on the Rue Wilfrid Laurier, which I like a lot because all the businesses are old and the homes are old, and maybe if I'm lucky, there might be an old car that I spotted at this garage. Maybe it's still outside. It'd be really cool. So, and oddly enough, in all the time that me and Ben have been here, we haven't even seen an old car. Not even anything from the '80s, for crying out loud. You saw an El Camino?
Kanziak, yeah.
Shut up! Oh yeah, in Kanziak, of course. He lives in Kanziak. You see a lot. At least sees a lot of cool cars there.
It was a Ferrari F40, so.
What? An F40?
Yeah, he has an F40, an F50, and an off-road. And a 288 GTO.
Hey, you need some stairs?
He gets an Enzo too.
You need some stairs?
Well, he's a well-to-do business guy. Really crazy cars.
Right on.
He had a McLaren Senna in his driveway like a week ago.
Hot damn, bro. The wind is actually coming from, I think, the east. It's perfect.
There you go.
Unbelievable. Very good. Look at
Good day.
check this out. This path, I think, is for CN.
No, it's a walking path.
It is? Well, why? What's with the... No.
Yeah, it's a walking path. You can go all the way to Victoria.
Well, does it possibly also connect to the tracks?
No.
Have you gone through there?
No, but I know it doesn't because the streets over there, the one before that path, goes right up next to the tracks, and there's like a whole developed neighborhood over there. I drove there once. I was coming.
Okay. I believe anything he says. I've known the man for 10 years almost.
That's kind of crazy.
I know, eh? Time flies, bro. Like I said, it doesn't improve with age either.
No, I can attest to that, and I'm only 24.
Yeah. Imagine him and me were 20 years apart exactly, and we're very similar in our taste for things and character, but we're not the same. What? Ooh, look at that vintage beauty right there. Oh, tabarnak.
That was a good start.
That's fucking old, man. That's like 80s. It kind of looks like a GMC motorhome, but I don't think it is. Actually, it really looks like a GMC motorhome. Again, it's it's private property, man.
The nameplate on the front of it. I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's one of the ones that looks like a GMC motorhome, Look at that, nice looking 300 there, eh? Sharp. These guys, they still got that old step van over here.
Old coasty van, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, it could be. Probably.
Didn't be done on the front though. The front doesn't look like it.
Well, they got it in primer. They never painted it.
Yeah. Well, better than a ragged old paint scheme.
Yeah, see that? Typical of the old step vans. Eh? It's filled with parts.
Look at the turning signals are like hanging out.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame. It looks like they were going to do something with it, and I don't know, must have run out of money or.
Old Miata with pop-up headlights over there. Headlights popped out.
Oh man!
Carrera 4S.
It's not that I don't. It's not that I don't like Miatas. It's just they're the most common collector car imaginable.
This is true.
I mean, the car was so popular. They made it for like what? It still make it for Christ's sake.
But it looks a lot different.
And now we're going on 20 years.
Well, it's called the MX-5 now, but it's basically the Miata.
Miata.
I like the real one.
You can see quite a variety of vehicles in the streets. Interesting. It's fucking beautiful. It's primo.
2007 Boxster S with the 2.7 flat 6.
It's nice to actually film this again on this street because last time I did a walking video on this street I think was in the winter and it was just fucking cloudy. It was a very dull day. Speaking of, hey?
105,000 kilometers on that Porsche.
It's not a lot.
It's pretty well driven, I'd say. Some people have those kinds of cars and baby them, even though it's not like a
well, don't forget, the more a car is expensive, the less it's driven, generally speaking.
Yeah,
you know,
because it depreciates with the more miles you put on it.
Man, seriously, and there's more maintenance. The parts are more expensive.
Yeah.
So it's not unusual to see Ferraris, even vintage Ferraris, with very low mileage. You know,
because vintage Ferrari, especially like the caliber, like the 250 GTOs, are worth like something like $50 million.
I like those buildings. Look how three-dimensional they are. So strange.
I saw that Paris Yen and then the event.
No, I saw Caprice there.
It might have been a Caprice.
That's where I saw that Caprice.
Same body stuff.
And the funny thing is that this garage really looks like an old fire station. I could be wrong, probably, but anyway.
Hey, Elton.
Ah, guess what?
And they were all yellow.
And they were all yellow. Oh, ça sent bon là. Ooh, what's this? Sonoma? Colorado? Yeah.
Mr. Coldplay fan I never even knew.
Well, you know.
Is it an M5?
Look at that, there's an old Lumina there. That looks like the one I saw in the Plateau, actually. Oh, I didn't realize somebody was sitting there. Sorry about that.
I was sitting there black and white. Like,
She didn't say anything. Come on, they got a fucking nice looking Beamer with an old fucking crummy looking Lumina in the back. It looks kind of weird. Whatever.
some people just don't. Are just
Yeah, but I mean,
so easily
yeah.
comforted by other people.
No, it's not just that, okay? There's a lot of people that are doing crooked shit they're not supposed to be fucking doing. They don't want people filming their stuff. They don't like people filming, period, because they're worried about where it's going to wind up. You know what I mean?
Something old.
Yeah, where?
Just up over there.
Yeah, maybe it's that Fairlane.
That might be. Is it blue?
Yeah, it's blue.
Yeah,
Oh my God, is that the same car? Let me see.
It's a station wagon, right?
Yeah, that's the Fairlane. It's still there. It's still there. Oh my God, it's a rare car. Look at this, Musique Saint-Cyber. See, it's funny because when I saw that sign, I was like, oh, okay, that must mean we're in Saint-Cyber, but we're not in Saint-Cyber. Oh, snap! Oh, daddy-o.
488 Spider.
I think that's the same one I filmed on Chemin Chambly, actually.
Well, to be fair, Ferraris are so often in red that it could be any car.
Yeah, it's true.
We sell red, remember that.
They're almost always red.
Very often, when they're not in red, they're especially impressive.
Yeah, I saw that fucking trailer there, eh?
An old car back there. There's two people there, so I don't think you should film.
Yeah, well.
So I don't know what it is.
It's going to get me in trouble now. I should have just kept walking. Well, nobody's ever come up and broke my camera yet, so. Mind you, I've had a threat of that happening once, though.
Well, threats are empty until they're active.
This is a strange area for this.
Yeah.
Very strange area for this type of place. This is like where I live, you know, like it's okay, it's not like where I live, but it's not far from it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Bobo BS people around here, and then you have other people who are, you know, whatever. Oh, there's the Fairlane. Whoa.
Noisy Audi.
Okay. All right, guys. I got to make a little video of this guy here. Yeah.
I'm gonna take some pictures.
Look at that. Well, this looks like an old Dodge I've seen in the East End of Montreal, not too far from my place. Yeah. Remax. Look at this. I guarantee you that used to be a restaurant. That looks like a restaurant. It doesn't look like no rental sales office. Oh, I smell some food. It smells good now. Hein? On va manger de quoi là? Qu'est-ce qu'on va faire là? You know what we should do? We'll get up. There's a Cadillac near here. I want to get in the video. Yeah, I think it's behind this one. It's an early '90s DeVille, which are rare now because they weren't very good cars. They're beautiful.
Right there, is it?
No, it's right behind it. Yeah, it's right behind it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's funny. I just saw one of those for sale in Kijiji today. It was on. It was in St. Leonard. It was burgundy.
This place looks rich.
Yeah.
A little bit rich.
I love those Cadillacs. This is fucking junk. I mean, they're nice cars, but I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
No kidding.
But then again, both of them could be crap anyway because GM started going downhill in the 90s anyway. This is weird right here. See, this is interesting. Look at all this space here.
Yeah.
C'est spécial.
Some places on
I don't know. It's weird. And look, nothing here is mowed or anything. It's like a haunted house or something, you know? Is it it's abandoned.
No, it's abandoned.
It's abandoned.
Either abandoned or it's been foreclosed or something like that.
Yeah, man.
You can always get sushis at IGA too. That's a good option.
Sushi! Well, it would be cheaper, but would it be as good?
It's about the same. And I've had IGA sushi before. It's really good.
Well, considering you work at it's been years you work at grocery stores, you must have had it on quite a few occasions.
Probably going the same way as the other one did.
I don't hear anything. Which is rare because usually I'm the one who hears, not you.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Where there's the headquarters for Longueuil Police.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where it was near there.
Look at this Porsche Macan on jacks. Not Macan, Cayenne.
Yeah,
On freaking jacks.
Yeah, in the back of that building, oddly enough.
It's beat up to hell, but it's a Porsche. It's weird.
Very old garage, no pumps. I just remembered, I think the street actually ends up at Riverside, eh?
Yeah, it ends up to the base of the Victoria Bridge. But Riverside is partially closed right now because they're redoing it. Under the Victoria Bridge area. Repaving it. Now that I'm hungry, but I'm thirsty.
Yeah, you grew out of it, eh?
I didn't grow out of it. I just don't watch it. I watched some not that long ago, but I'm not someone who.
You don't need to watch anime. You look like a cartoon character. Seriously, look at Ben. Look, he looks like a cartoon character. God love him. Look. You think they're gonna make condos here?
Yeah, probably.
Looks like a fucking quarry.
For the underground parking garage for sure.
Funny how, yeah, you wanna give me a run around. It's a surefire way to speed things up. Well, I'm hoping to get more footage. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be in Longueuil, though. It'll probably be in St. Lambert or something, but that's okay.
St. Lambert's a beautiful place.
Actually, I think even more cool would be to be able to get some walking footage in 3 different towns. So let's say Longueuil, St. Lambert, and let's say Saint-Hubert, or I don't know, whatever else. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Hey guys, just to show you a couple of beautiful old late 70s box Chevys here. Late 70s, or maybe the one on the left is an 80, but anyway, still on the same street. And there's a Fiero there. There's a storage place here. And then you got this other old Chev camper. But I was just telling Ben, I came by here a couple of years ago and they had this, like, I think it was like a 50s Prevost bus, and it was made into a fucking camper. I mean, it's incredibly rare. It's a Canadian-made bus, you know? So, nice old Buick, nice old Chrysler. It's an Audi. What the hell's the matter with me? And we're gonna cross over here. There's Ben over there. That Buick is rocking some Bon Jovi. Oh, there's a little view of downtown Montreal over there for you. Huh? What did you say before?
Sounds very close.
That Buick was rocking some Bon Jovi. So now, sometime later, maybe been a couple hours, I guess, since your last video you saw. We're in the St. Lambert sector of the South Shore of Montreal, St. Lambert, as the English call it, and I wanted to make this video a little bit longer. And me and Ben would just spend some time by the CN line there at the commuter train station, and saw a couple of freights, and yeah, I had a neighbor who had one of these exactly. And again, it's a lovely day. It's a nice day to float around a little bit. Boy, it's interesting what they did with this old industrial building, eh? Look at that. Ooh. And I smell, wow, isn't that beautiful? Look at this. Not that I haven't filmed here before. I have. Do you smell those flowers? Eh?
Art gallery, but it's more fitting here.
Yeah. See, St. Lambert is a funny place because it's not poor, but it's not everybody that's around here that's got money, because some of these places you see, they're very mundane and dull, you know? You know what I'm saying? Look, a Ford 500. You tired?
Had a good rest sitting station for a bit.
Oh, we were there a long time, it seemed, no?
I went there, maybe an hour, so hour and a half.
Man, I don't even know what the hell street we're on.
I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Gratuity, maybe gratuity.
Hey, that's my friend's name. My friend's name is Kevin Zeroche. Of course, he says Zeroche because he's from Cornwall, so, you know.
Lots of ex-Quebecers out there.
Most common Volkswagen you can imagine are these vans.
Common, but they have charm to them, regardless of how common they are.
I don't like them compared to the old ones. They're too square. I think they look ugly.
It's rare for you to say. It's rare for me to hear you say that about an older car, actually.
To say what?
That you don't like it that much.
No, I really don't like them. Not that I hate them. It's just compared to the
original ones.
Yeah, the T2 and all that. Yeah, the Westphalias and all that. You know what I mean? Those are just classics. They're just so beautiful. Well, the Westphalia was the one with the pop-up roof, but they had the regular model.
Well, it said Westphalia on it, so I don't know.
Yeah, because it has the roof that pops up for camping, but they were not all Westphalias. People people call them all Westphalias, but they're not all Westphalias.
Vanagons.
Technically. Yeah, Vanagon. No, but I mean, even in the 70s, you had that Westphalia, which came out in like what? I don't know.
Notre Dame, by the way. It's not
Notre Dame, Notre Dame. But you had a regular model which just had a regular roof, so, you know.
Look at this Volvo wagon there, you don't see too common. I think it's a V60.
Oh yeah, that is weird, eh?
Volvo, with their interesting technologies, a lot of their at least one of their more recent cars, it might even be this one, has a turbocharged, supercharged engine with hybrid technology too.
That
literally
is
everything.
That's really not cheap.
Yeah, that's the one. That's exactly the model. It's the the V60. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Beautiful.
It's pretty sharp, I have to admit.
Volvo makes good looking cars. Fine.
Yeah, they didn't, but for a while they didn't. You know.
True. I agree.
But the ones even that are not cool, they're considered.
It's like
they're icons, you know.
It's like we were saying earlier. A lot of modern car makes have become. Have had a recent history of making very dull-looking cars, are starting to add a little bit more style to the car designs, like Toyota, like we were saying before. Toyota is one of them, Lexus and all that, and Volvo and others, Hyundai. Last few years. Speaking of Volkswagen, what is that over there to your left?
Oh, I see something on the right there. Look, there's another Mercedes.
Oh yeah, I've seen him before. He's parked there.
To my left.
Yeah, to your left on the street here.
Here? Where?
Volkswagen on the street. No, further next to the door. Keep going left. Keep going left. There you go. There he is.
Oh my God, it's a Passat. Let's go look at it. It's a Passat. Oh my God, that was like the first ones, like 1990 and 91. They were absolute fucking junk, these things. That's why you never see them. Now this old Suburban, I've seen this one before. That's what's funny. I didn't even notice right away because of the angle of the sun and because I'm fucking blind and it's black. But I want to get a look at this thing because I saw this thing parked here on Victoria Street coming up over here. But this thing is so clean. I should almost do a video on this thing. It's so clean. It's so fucking clean. This thing's over 20 years old. Man, oh man, that thing is clean. And something's burning again. Of course, you're not going to say it's burning, are you? Look at that. Man, Tony Soprano, eat your fucking heart out. It's funny because the thing is immaculate almost, but those headlights and turn signals need to be polished big time. Look like shit. Yeah. Anyway. Look at that, a Passat, for Christ's sake. I can't fucking believe it. I haven't seen one of these things in years, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, well, I'm not sure they're the original wheels, but I've got ads for I've got ads for these cars. I'll probably never be able to.
BBS wheels.
I knew they weren't the originals. I'll probably never be able to sell the ads I have for these. Look at that, somebody just bought this thing. Man, that's weird.
Too, which means I'm pretty sure it's
a V6, yeah. At will. I think arguably this is the nicest looking whole store or business in all of St. Lambert. Right here on Rue Victoria Street.
I have a feeling we might see some other interesting things too.
Actually, I want to cross here because it's like too bright. Oh, I think so too.
I thought, even though they're not the greatest cars, would be interesting. Got 488 Spider on the road. I haven't gone car spotting properly this year, like in Montreal yet, because of COVID. So I should probably do that some point soon.
See, this is why I want to move to the South Shore, because I just don't see as many old cars as I used to in the city, because it's a fucking city of savages. Unless what? Unless you're in Saint Laurent and all the other outskirts?
Yeah, but like in the middle of the city, I get it.
You know what I'm talking about? The inner city, yeah, right. You know? There's the old Taylor's department store there. Remember they had a beautiful elevator. Oh my God, something smells good. It almost smells. I wonder if it's coming from that French bakery. Remember that French bakery there? Had those delicious sandwiches. Oh, if it's from behind us, then I'm wrong, because then it's coming from there.
Behind us,
maybe it's coming from that supermarket.
Yeah.
Iga. Okay, I'm tired of filming, guys, so I'm going to end this sometime. So I'm going to wait till we see something great, just to end this with a bang, as we say.
Another Volvo, which
not this is the first time that I film on this street. Believe me, I've done it a few times. And usually they would have already had a classic car show right here downtown, but because of COVID-19, it got kiboshed with every other car show, every other event you can imagine where people are together. So I'm quite disappointed by that. Yeah, Ben, didn't we eat here once? Pretended we were going to eat here. Yeah, it wasn't great, eh? It's these old places. It's never great usually.
Yeah. Well, I've had they had stir fry rice that I went to grab something to go and went to the track.
Me and Ben had some sushi before. That was a big deal. I hadn't had sushi in a long time, man, long time.
That was just sushi chops.
Even though we ate it at the train station, go figure, because we're train buffs. And it's expensive, but worth it.
Help to go down there. There's a street along there that parallels Victoria that often has some nice. I've seen some nice things there before. Remember that old BMW we saw years ago?
You know what I would love to do even is when you get close to that track even.
This Matrix looks terrible.
You know the track? You can get close to that track too, and there's some views where you should actually see the track and see trains. That's really cool.
Yeah.
But the only thing is that then we got to walk all the way back to the bus stop, you know. So, but you have the schedule, so.
We can also go to Riverside and take the 13 from there.
There you go. You see.
To Riverside at that point. So.
I'm gonna try to make it a point to come down here and hang out with Ben as much as I can when I'm down here, because he knows all the routes. He knows where they go, and he's got the schedules, and I'm like aloof, you know. aloof in that.
Get transit app.
Yeah, transit app. Yeah, I'm gonna download that. Remind me.
I will. Don't worry.
Did we pass the fire station, police station?
Nope. It's a block to our.
You know what? I never can find it. I don't know why.
It's a block to our west.
It's a block to our west.
Yeah. Actually, no, to our east.
You know what I could go for right now, though? I said,
Walk that way.
you know, I said, come over to my place and we'll get some beer. No. Actually, I could go for an ice cream now.
I suggested we get ice cream earlier.
It's a big button.
Want to go press it?
Why is there a big button there?
Yeah, we'll go press it. What does it do?
Where's my needle and thread? What's the significance of this goddamn button with all these beautiful flowers?
I'm looking for a sign. Oh. This apple is dedicated to this apple. This crab apple tree, this tree is dedicated to Pierre Laporte.
Really?
Yeah, look at the plaque. Right there.
Pierre Laporte, eh?
The poor
So
soul,
what about
poor soul who got
what about James Cross? What's he chopped liver?
He probably has a commemoration somewhere too.
Look at the size of this church. Holy cow.
Beautiful church.
That's
not the church.
Oh, it's not, eh?
Next to the church.
Did you want to go this way or you wanted to go the other way?
Well, I was thinking the next street up, but I haven't been down this street in a long while, so why not?
Yeah, why not?
This is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, you got me a little bit worried about all the memory that those videos take on my phone. I hope that I can actually use the software to edit them. Or else what I'll do is I'll have to...
Well, it's not the memory, but you're fine, because I was talking about if your phone can take 4K. I don't think your editing software could handle 4K video, but your phone doesn't record in 4K. The max is 1080p, I've checked it.
I rode in one of these once. PT Cruiser convertible.
Weird car.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing strange.
It's kitschy.
Kind of like that Nissan,
It's kitschy,
that convertible Nissan SUV that Doug De Niro hates, or loves to hate, I should say.
Oh, I sure as hell am selective in watching his videos, that's for sure.
Oh, it depends.
A lot of cars he reviews, I'm like, meh.
Well, because there's a lot of modern and modern sports cars nowadays, and muscle cars. He does some other. He still does quirky cars too, but he does a lot of the newer stuff now as well. I mean, it's probably more beneficial for revenue.
There's a fixer-upper, eh?
Speaking of fixer-uppers, this fucking SX20 Dodge Neon.
Ooh, that's pretty. Oh my god, look at this garden. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is just iconic turn of the century, eh?
Place.
Did I say turn of the century? Probably older than that even.
Older.
A lot older.
Probably older. This town is.
Look at this place.
Yeah,
Check that out.
This isn't just one house too. It's multiple addresses. It's a semi-detached housing.
This is absolutely phenomenal, this place.
I agree. That's why I love St. Lambert.
On Lawrence Street. Yeah, I think I might have filmed a walk here once. Lauren. Oh, you smell that? I smell ribs on a barbecue. And then you have this like this plain 50s house, which actually is not even that plain.
But compared to the rest of the stuff around here, it's plain.
Yeah, look, and there's another church. That's a cool design though. Look at that with the cross and the tower. Oh my goodness, it's really something.
Catholic church down the street from the Anglican church that we talked before. Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why I corrected myself about the convent, because I don't think an Anglican church would have a convent.
Ben. This looks like it was built in the 60s or 70s. I could be wrong.
I'd say 70s, 80s was modernization. It's been renovated.
No, I've seen schools that have that design. You see with the little windows there and the slab there.
Very new, but this is recent.
See, like, look at this home. Very plain. You could see that in Longueuil, anywhere in Saint Subaya, you know? Nothing special. This one too. This one too. Yeah, 90s. Isn't that kind of funny, eh? Like, they got all these really, really old homes, and there's the fucking highway.
Yeah.
And there's downtown Montreal, as I think I showed partly before. Maybe I would make that my thumbnail even. I think that would make a good thumbnail even. I like that. Well, that's it, guys. We're coming to the end of this video here because I'm tired of holding the camera, and I could keep this going, but I think you've seen enough of St. Lambert's beauty, and Longueuil not so much, but an interesting comparison in two towns that are next to each other. No, I did film in Longueuil. Remember, we walked by the tracks, and then later on I filmed on Wilfrid Laurier.
Sure, Wilfrid Laurier is St. Lambert, but by the tracks where we were, that's basically.
So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Ben, you want to say goodbye?
Cheers, guys. See you next time.
And thanks for watching. And if you, of course, I always enjoy what I'm doing. Well, you want to show the love, send me a gratuity, as I call it, through. Wow. Wow. You want to send me a gratuity, I would appreciate it by my email, which is eltonmcfall@hotmail.com, eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. You can send that through PayPal or an e-transfer. Thank you very much for watching. Check me out on Patreon, even though I've only got 4 patrons. And take care. Hasta luego. Adios.